All right, so I believe that this gentleman is from Spain, but I'm probably wrong because his name looks Moroccan to me. Ibra. France. Just looking stuff up. I'm curious, bro. You should know that by now. I'm a very curious dude, man. I be looking into everything. But 1.7 million followers, 474 million streams. This song Beirut is not one of his top 10 songs. That's interesting. Still active. Put out two songs this year, three towards the end of last year. Um, it's got some very, very prominent playlistings done for him recently. Biggest cities are Paris, Lyon, Amsterdam, Brussels, and Istanbul. London's finally not one of the top cities. That is insane. Yeah, but he got a Grammy nomination 3 years ago, and he got another one 2 years ago. And he is also a jazz musician. And I chose this duo version because the other one is twice as long. So just in case I don't like this guy or I don't like what he's got going on, I can listen to this and move on. If I do like him though, I'm gonna go back on my own time, and listen to the full 11 or there's like one that's like 11:30, and then this one, not on his account, is 12:14. So when the world was quiet with COVID. Imagine just like you're locked in your house for COVID, your job wasn't essential, so you're just stuck inside, and you just happen to hear this above your building one day when you're inside just suffering. As well, that's September, so lockdown was at least 4 months old by then. Bless. I'll say this sounds pretty good so far. I wonder if I should just played the bigger version because it says duo version, so I'm wondering if the original has more instruments. I have a thought too. Now, I never really listened to too much like trumpet solo work and from like the modern era. Why does it sound so much different than stuff from like, let's say, I don't know, pre 1975? I think everything back then it had like a more, how do I say it, like a vibrant and clean sound. If that makes sense. Yeah, a lot of his song names have like names of Arabic cities and whatnot, like Beirut. I don't know which country that is, but I know it's somewhere like in the actual Middle East, not like Northern Africa. At least I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong. No clue. But yeah, like I think because I was looking when I was looking him up before. Well, really wasn't like looking him up. I was kind of just like scrolling through like a big codex of like different genres of music, and he came up, and a lot of his song titles were all city names. The breath control you must have to play this thing, because we're at 5 minutes, and he's been playing it for let's just say 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Insane. That's one thing I can definitely respect about anybody who plays a brass instrument, bro. The amount of breath control you have to have is insane. Like even more than a singer, you know what I mean? Because a singer can like really stop a lot of the time. They can have pauses, they can have bridges, whatever else. But this dude's been chugging along the whole time, bro, going insane. All right, cool. I mean, it kind of perfectly fits the energy of the time. Very somber, dark time era. Definitely fits the energy pretty well. He's actually gonna be pretty close to me in July. That's a pretty big claim. This commenter says he's one of the best trumpetists in music's history. I'm about to look into that. Let's see what's up. All right. Yeah, definitely was a very somber piece, for lack of a better word. Close your eyes and dream. I like that comment. All right, yeah. Just off of his work alone, I feel pretty confident giving this like a 7.2 or a 7.3. I feel like from what I've seen in person and online, that there's like a certain flow you can have with this. But I also think it has a lot to do with it being outdoors in an uncontrolled space, because he literally has a microphone at the edge of his trumpet, which is kind of insane. And the guitarist had one leaning off of his speaker. So it sounded really good though. I would definitely come listen to this guy again, without a doubt. Good piece. That reflects the time era very well.